Hey everybody, welcome back to WhiteFyr's Frontier, and I've got some things to show you guys that I've done since the last episode. As you can see, this pathway is all new. We have this mini staircase going up the side of this hill now. Basically what I've been doing is doing a lot of bridging, a lot of pathways, a lot of staircases and stuff. So we have this 2-wide staircase coming up here, which still needs some spruce stairs down here. We have this pathway that goes this way, following the same pathway design as the farming village. And we have this cute little bridge actually that I really like. I tried using some brick in it, and I think you guys will like it as well. I used some brick and some granite, which is a fantastic combination. I think I first got this from Blonde Skunk, was where I first saw this, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic with the brick walls on top with the lamps. I think that those look pretty cool, and the leaves, of course. And if we head this way, I continued this all the way up here. This staircase isn't finished, as you can see, but we have the start of this staircase going up here. Got a few logs that need to go in on the side. I'm using some trapdoors on top as well, which I think is pretty cool. And we need to finish the staircase going up this way to the pathway up here. So lots of things have actually been getting done, guys, around this farming village. I did start another house down there as well, but that one's not done yet. I will show you guys that whenever it is finished. Might get finished in this episode or the next one. I just don't know when I'll get time to, I guess, finish it. But ladies and gentlemen, today's episode is all about one thing. One thing you guys have been asking me to do for absolutely ages now, and that is get some sort of gunpowder farm done. Now, as you can see, we have exactly two firework rockets to my name in this world, and that needs to change. And I've gotten some suggestions about what to do for a gunpowder farm. Obviously, a creeper farm is one thing that we could have done. A regular mob farm is another thing, but if we head over this way, if you guys remember a very long time ago, probably over a year now, as of the recording of this video, if we head down here, I passed on the way over to this area, to this jungle area where I settled in. I passed this thing over here, and this, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what this is a witch hut, a prime location to make a witch farm, which does produce gunpowder along with glowstone, redstone, sugar, bottles, sticks, I think, some other things as well. But the main thing that we're going to need this for is glowstone. And the reason I'm doing a witch farm instead is, one, we have one readily available right next to where my base is. And two, I've never built a witch farm before. I guess I haven't really built a mob farm before either, or a creeper farm for that matter. But I figured since this was right here and I haven't built one before and I really want to build one, that this is a prime location for today's episode. I've already picked out a design that I saw online. I'll link it in the top right hand corner as well as in the description down below. If I forget, please remind me, folks. But yeah, without further ado, guys, let's get some materials together and get started on building this witch farm. This is only the third time, I believe, that I've used replay mods. So let me know, guys, what you think once again down in the comment section below of all the replay mod stuff that you see. Really been enjoying it. I used it in Hardcore Survival Island a little bit, and I love the functionality of it. We are in 1.14.4, by the way, guys. I have updated the single player world to the latest 1.14 release, and I updated replay mod for that as well. And I'm really getting used to it now. I think there's a lot more I can do with it. I'm still very noobish for it, but hopefully you guys still enjoy it. But yeah, we're building a witch farm today. A witch farm is something that I never really thought I would get to. I was always really scared of building a witch farm because you always see those big, massive, like, overhangs for them, and usually witch farms I've always felt like are like a more complex thing. But this witch farm is really simple, and I really enjoy it. Like I said earlier, the link for it will be included in this video for the tutorial that Cortezarino did. But so far, you guys will see it in just a little bit. I have had a few drops from it. There's still some tweaking left to be done, but so far it does pretty dang well. It's very easy. It uses composters, it uses comparators, it uses just 3 spawning platforms, which is pretty crazy. I didn't think that you could build witch farms this simple, but apparently you can. So I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy with how it's turned out, and hopefully you guys will like this witch farm as well. Like I said earlier, it's not anything that needs to be super massive or super powerful, but the more we get from this witch farm, as long as it's not too much, the better off we'll be in this world, and the less I have to hunt creepers at night for gunpowder, which is what I've been doing. And it's really sad because you shouldn't be hunting when you're this far into a world. You shouldn't be hunting creepers at night with a looting sword in order to get all the gunpowder that you need for flight. So yeah, this thing will definitely do us very well. But guys, that's it for the time lapse. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Let's hop back into today's episode. Alright everybody, the farm is now complete. I've been AFKing in this little AFK box for about 5 or 6 hours now. I've gone down periodically to check what all the gunpowder supplies that we have down in the witch farm are like. I will say I'm AFK about 70 blocks up from where the witches are killed versus 120 blocks, which is what they said in the tutorial. I read the comment section. Apparently in 1.14.4, you have to AFK a little bit lower to get better results. Cause I think if you go 120 blocks up, it may not even spawn any witches, I think is what I saw. So if we go ahead and head down in here, as you can see, the completed witch farm is right here. There's a wandering trader here apparently. And I have a temporary chest set up all the way down here. So we head into this chest. We have roughly a little less than 2.5 stacks of gunpowder. We have a whole bunch of this other stuff, but roughly 2.5 stacks of gunpowder, which I guess isn't bad. It's not great. I think part of that though might be the fact that I haven't lit up any of the area around here. I haven't lit up any of the caves below, and I haven't lit up any of the area around here, so that might be part of it. But 2.5 stacks, or roughly almost 2.5 stacks, is not a bad deal. All this tells me is that I need to AFK overnight 1 or 2 times to get a few stacks of gunpowder, and that'll do just fine for our gunpowder needs. And I just realized that I don't have a bed down here, so I can't go to sleep. Bright idea, White. Anyways, this is not all that we're doing for today. As you can see, it's just a gray box right now, and we need to do something with this. We need to build some sort of structure around it, and I need to take down that pillar. And we also need to build a nice little AFK box up there, and I would like to build a storage system down below. None of those things will take that long, but I do think it is something that we need to get done today, as this is all we've done so far. So I'm going to go ahead, guys, and start working on some of those things. Hopefully, I think start on the storage system first, because that's the most important, and then we'll get around to this and that a little bit later. So guys, let me get some materials and actually go to sleep so I don't die. And I'll be back with a progress update in just a moment. Alright, so I haven't actually done any of the things I said I was going to do. I haven't started on the things down there, the storage system or anything like that. What I have done is change some things up. So I was talking on stream with Ray's. Many of you guys know he does a lot of very technical, very fantastic things in this game. And he told me to move the AFK box out of the chunk that this is in, which I went ahead and did. This is a brand new chunk. As you can see, that is the edge of the new chunk. And I also found out I moved the AFK platform back up to where it's supposed to be in the tutorial. So 50 blocks up to, I guess, 120 blocks above where the witches get killed. And I've been AFK for probably about 10 or 11 hours, I think now. And I wanted to show you guys what I've gotten. I already kind of know what's down here. I've already been down here and seen it. I did a little bit of extra AFKing since I've seen this. We might have a little bit more, but as you can see, witches are dying. I added all these new chests down here, which we will have to do the storage system next. But if we head all the way down here, you will see, oh man, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, basically 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, roughly 21 stacks of gunpowder. And we had, what, like, I think half a stack to start off with. That's about 2 stacks an hour, which is a lot better than what it was before. So, oh man, we've got so much stuff now, guys. Some of this is just from when I was making the chest and putting stuff down here, but we have so much stuff, so much redstone, a ton of sticks, so much gunpowder and glass bottles. We won't be needing to AFK here anytime soon. And what it also means is I wanted to take a few of these, because we can also, well, I was going to take all this gunpowder, because we can now make tier 3 rockets. I know I've made tier 1 before, but we can actually use this for making tier 3 rockets now. So I don't have to be stuck with tier 1s, because I don't really like tier 1s. I guess it's enough, but I prefer tier 3s, especially when we're going back and forth in amplified terrain, because it makes it a lot easier to go back and forth between our base and the villages and the witch farm and all that kind of stuff. So that's a lot of gunpowder. That is a heck of a lot. It's 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, it's basically roughly 21 stacks of gunpowder in about 10 or 11 hours. So that's pretty crazy. That's really, really crazy. I will go ahead and make a storage system. There's actually one in the world download for this farm design that I'll probably end up using. It's a very, very simple design, and then we can make some sort of building around this. But I didn't realize how important it is to have a functional witch farm in this game, and how important the AFK platform is to where these respawning. Because Razeworks was telling me the the spawn or my little AFK platform being way up here for the farm was gonna hurt it, because the way that the mob generation works is that it tries to generate mobs at the highest possible area in, I guess, in the chunk or whatever. And since this was in the chunk, it was trying to spawn witches and stuff up there, which is not, or trying to spawn anything really up there, which obviously hurts the efficiency of this farm. So I'm glad that I changed it. I'm glad that I changed it. We've got a lot of great farm stuff going on, guys, and I'm really excited to get this thing finished. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and make myself a bunch of tier 3 rockets. Heck yeah. And I'll go ahead and do the storage system and pretty that up, and then I'll see you guys with a progress update, an actual progress update this time, in just a moment. Alrighty everyone, I have done some work. As you can see, I got a few pillars that are starting over here. We're not going to get to those just yet, but I want to show you guys the completed storage system. So I did go with the design that was in the world download. I think I might have mentioned that earlier. And the design for the storage down here, or the I guess the automated storage, is pretty good. So let's go ahead and head on down into here. I decided to add this little bit of an entrance with a little bit of a ladder. It blends in pretty well. And currently I have this brick and oak pattern because I want this witch farm to be part of, I guess, the theme for the farming village area. I'm still debating whether or not I want to change these into spruce wood. I think that would actually probably work a lot better than oak wood, but I really love the brick. I might mix in some more granite in the tops here, which might work out pretty well. But as you can see, all the storage is in. I haven't labeled all of this with the different stuff yet, but you can see down here, we've got glass bottles, we've got spider eyes, we've got sticks, which apparently, yep, sticks are there. We've got sugar, we've got glowstone, we've got gunpowder. Ooh, got a nice little bit of gunpowder there. And we have ourselves some redstone. So all this, we'll need some item frames here. But apart from that, it's all pretty much done. I added some hay bales as well to go with the theme. I think that looks pretty good. Hopefully you guys do as well. But like I said earlier, guys, we still have a little bit more left to do in today's episode. I want to see if I can get myself at least started on a nice design for this area. The goal here is to do the same sort of basic house design as we do for a lot of the farming village, just over here and in, I guess, a swamp theme with more of a pitched roof sort of thing to make a little witch hut. It's a very big witch hut, but I think it'll work nonetheless. And on the sides here, of course, we're going to have these oak pillars, and I'm thinking on this other side over here, if we can kind of scooch our way over here, I'm thinking on this side we're gonna have a bit of a little dock area where you can take a little ladder down that's going to go all the way into this right here. I think that would be pretty dang cool and a lot better than the current setup that we have. So guys, I'm going to go ahead, I think, and begin working on this area, see what kind of house design I can get done, and I'll bring you guys back with hopefully a pretty good progress update in just a moment. Well, I've attempted a few things, and I've kind of come to the conclusion that I don't think we're going to get this done today, guys. I don't know what to do with a box this big. I added in some walls to it, added some spruce and some brick, trying to keep it in the same theme as the farming village over there. I want this to be in the same sort of basic theme, just as I guess a witch variant of it. I'm trying some sort of roof design here. I don't really know what it's looking like, but yeah, everything here is kind of half complete. I like the idea of adding in some stairs into the walls to make it look like it's a little bit worn down or something like that. So I do like that idea, and I have this huge doorway in the middle here as well. I don't even know why I have a doorway, because we can't get inside of it, but I guess it might be cool to go inside the witch farm at some point. But I gotta make sure that all this stuff doesn't interfere with the farm itself, so I'll have to do some AFKing and double check that. But yeah, guys, if you have any suggestions for me, please leave them down in the comments section below, because I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to look up some inspiration for like a witch hut style building here, because these boxes this is a really big box. Obviously we're gonna add leaves and stuff, but yeah, I'm just completely lost on this build. I don't know what to do, so I figured it'd probably be best to give it some time and not work on it for today's episode. But the other thing I want to show you guys is down here. I have changed all of the wood down here to spruce, and I think I like the spruce a lot more for this area. It looks muddy, and it looks more like what a witch hut, what this area is supposed to be like around the witch hut. So I think it looks a lot better like that, and it sort of contrasts with the hay bales as well. So I think we're gonna keep that for now. If you guys like the oak more though, feel free to let me know, because I am open to changing it back. It's just I think that the spruce does look a little bit better. But guys, I think if we head over to this side, I want to show you guys a few things before we go off to the comment for today, because that's pretty much it for today's episode, guys. It's been a lackluster episode in my opinion, but it needed to get done. I hate doing farms. I hate doing these sort of automatic farms on camera because I don't think it's very creative, but at the same time it needs to get done and it's a huge project, so I wanted to make sure I showed you guys. But I don't think I showed this at the beginning of today's episode. I've been doing some work off camera on some of this village over here, and as you can see, this house over here is basically done now. As you can see, it's a little bit different from what I normally do. I don't know if I showed you guys this. I might have already showed you this. If I have, I apologize. But yeah, this house I think is looking pretty dang good. Nice little roof design, different from normal, but hey, I'll take it. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Today, as every episode, before we end off, we need to pick a comment for today. So I'm going to go pick that comment, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll be back with the comments of the video in just a moment. And today's comment is from Jenny, who said, sorry I missed the stream today. All good, guys. By the way, if you guys don't know, I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/WhiteFyr. Link is down below. The windmill looks great. Thank you. A lot of you guys did like the windmill, which I was very happy about. I spent a good bit of time on the last episode, so I'm really glad you guys enjoyed it. And lastly, an idea, having some villager workstations as decoration for the interiors would be awesome if you later down the line brought in actual villagers in to populate them. So definitely agree with that. I've been wondering what I wanted to do for the interiors. By the way, that last part was about the farming village over here. I have been wondering what I'm going to do with the interiors, and having actual villagers and or just villager workstations around here would definitely be a good idea. I absolutely agree with that. And I think that maybe having a lot of farmer villagers would be great. So a lot of composters, but also things like the smithing table and the fletching table and things like that would be great. And to sort of decorate every house as sort of a Fletcher's house or a blacksmith is something that we definitely need over here. And things like that I think would be super awesome to have. But we haven't done that just yet. And guys, I actually have been thinking a little bit about this area. And I have a few ideas for the name of this area that I wanted to share with you. If I can go ahead and make myself a crafting bench so I can actually make some signs. Wait, do I have any signs over here? I might have some signs over here before we make any... Yeah, I actually do have some signs. So a few ideas I had for the name of the village was something like... And these can be kind of lame because I'm not very good with names. Brickville. My personal favorite is Hayville. And those are the only two I think I can think of right now. And the other one that I had, because we're using a lot of hay and brick, Haybrick was the other name that I thought of. So some sort of combination of these ones were names for this village I thought of, because we do need to start naming these villages. I'm kind of tired of calling it the farming village and the Aztec inspired village. So I would love to get some names. So if you guys have any name suggestions for these villages, or especially this village in particular, since this is the one that we're working on the most currently, leave me a comment down below and let me know if you guys have any feedback at all. Any sort of names would be very much appreciated, because these are the ones I have currently, but I'm not happy with them unless you guys are. So let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap things up for today. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of Fyr's Frontier. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead, smash that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new and or not already subscribed. But anyways, guys, take care, and I'll see you later. That hurt.